Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is a breakdown of a 73 kill streak I got with Darth Maul on Tatooine. Now I'm going to reiterate at the start of this that I'm not sure how to commentate this because I just went fucking ballistic. So I hope you guys enjoy anyway and maybe take a couple things out of it. I'll start with Maul's star cards that I've used. So the first one is Fool Me Once, which decreases the recharge rate of Maul's abilities by 10%. The second one, I can't remember the name of it, but it gives Maul one extra spin attack. So he's got 3 instead of 2. And the third card I believe I used was Range Throw, which is the same as Vader's, it just gives him extra distance on his saber throw. Typically I would use the lightsaber defense card, but that's currently bugged out, so just keep that in mind if you ever want to use that card. Once they make that fix, I'll definitely use it more. Now, biggest piece of advice I have with Maul is he's such a fast and speedy character. Use that speed to your advantage, and I think you'll see that throughout this whole gameplay. Keeping on the move constantly is the biggest key to being successful with Maul. Dodging as much as you can, moving around. And whilst each of Maul's abilities themselves is probably not that strong, it's when you combine them together that makes them strong. So you'll see a couple of times that in this you'll see a saber throw followed up by a spin attack, or a choke followed by a saber throw, and those combinations can be absolutely deadly, and your enemies will be dead long before they even realise what's happened. So I was really going after this Yoda here because I knew with Yoda's ability to buff teammates that he's going to be a threat to our objectives. So I just wanted to try and scare him off and see if I could kill him, and I couldn't quite. So that's okay, our team's pushing the objective pretty well, so I'm free to kind of roam around and go for some kills in this case. I wouldn't encourage you to do this all the time because most of the time you're trying to look for kills. Don't know what that Obi-Wan was doing. But I felt I had a pretty strong team behind me, and I felt pretty comfortable with just going around and just trying to get as many kills as I can. Now this sequence here is just absolutely bonkers, so I'll just let you guys enjoy this. Typically with that many enemies, I would not encourage you to face them all with any saber hero, but particularly Maul. He definitely struggles in crowds, unless you have idiots, and you can take advantage of his speed. So here I'm just trying to clear the way for this objective, moving between the left and the right side, making sure there's no enemies. And my tactic here is to go behind those two guys, then all I need is one swing and that kills them. That's a really good tactic if you can flank. And I think I destroyed that turret, and then that's what pushed me up. Anakin can piss off anytime. Thanks, Chief. And as you can see, when you're up on top of the roof there, you're actually contesting the auction house objective. So if your teammates are struggling to push that objective and you're low on health, you can still sit up there. You're still contesting, but you can get your health back. I don't know how I got a kill registered there. Now this Luke won't leave me alone. The choke is a very good defensive maneuver in that case. I'm just trying to get enemy heroes away from you. I tried to get a couple of sneaky hits on him before he ran away, but I missed him. And you'll see this tactic again of getting behind the enemies. They can't turn around fast enough to hit you, or shoot at you I should say. Same again with the Wookiee, he had no idea that I just went right above his head. Left, right, good night. That guy as well. And we're cooking pretty well at the moment, we're at almost 30 kills. Again, that's me using his abilities in combination, that works really effectively. Don't know how that guy didn't see me, but I guess some people don't check their minimap. There I made a little bit of a mistake. I should have got that finishing swing on the Wookiee first before I went to that officer. Luckily there was another teammate who's backing me up. That was a nice kill on the speeder, I was very satisfied with that. But yeah, in that case I should have taken out the Wookiee first and then worried about the officer, because the Wookiee is a much bigger threat to any hero, but particularly saber heroes, since their bowcaster can't be blocked. Now here we're just trying to clear the way from left and right with these enemies just to try and help the team push up, because we're struggling a little bit with this objective. I tried to get a choke on Luke when I managed to catch this trooper, so again there's that combination that I was talking about before. Works really, really well with Maul. Now I can see a hero on the minimap above me, and I hear that it's Anakin. So I'll go straight back out there. I can hear Anakin now, so I want to see where he is and just try and get a hit on him. Turns out he's extremely low health, and I got him with a choke, so that was very nice, and he had an interesting name. We had a good chuckle at that. We're still contested here, so now I need to try and figure out where we're getting contested from and clear the way. Luckily had a decent pouch that was helping out as well. Then on the right hand side I could see another hero, but they weren't pushing in to the objective. So there is a Rey here. Again doing the same thing, just trying to get a couple hits on her and just scare her away. I thought that was a dude, like that I could kill, but I think it was just a civilian. I was getting a bit itchy at this stage, because I'd already was at 40 kills. And again we're being unpredictable and swapping sides with our movements. Trying not to overswing, which I did a little bit there. Luckily there was no one else shooting at me. One swing is all you need. This objective is still contested, so we're just checking every nook and cranny to see where we're getting contested from, so that our team can push this, because now we're starting to get low on tickets. So this is where we really got to start pushing. Now we've got 10 tickets left, and I can see we're securing this. So I'm rushing towards the other objective because we need to get on it, otherwise we'll lose the game. So I just ignore everybody except those straight in my way and get straight in here. Luckily there was no one here. Now I just got to wait for backup, so I'm being patient, hanging in here, waiting for my teammates to push up with me, and they have luckily done that. So now I can start to clear them away from the objective at the back there. I can see a couple on the minimap. I just want to make sure they are scared away and won't come and help for the objective. I don't know how that swing didn't count, but that's the other problem with Maul a little bit at the moment, is his hit detection, so just keep that in mind. Sometimes you got to be a little bit more passive than I was here. I was quite aggressive. I was very aggressive in this gameplay. Luckily a lot of the enemies had no idea what they were doing. Again, same thing with Rey. Now I see Luke charging into the objective, so my only goal is to get Luke at this stage. Luckily I managed to get him with a couple of nice swings, and we've now secured it.
We have a direct line to the docks where the rebels are evacuating. Annihilate all enemies close by.
I don't know how that made me take damage, but you know, whatever. No big deal. Come here, lad. Now on the minimap I can see someone on the left here, and I don't know who it is. But I see a rocket launcher, so I'm assuming it's an aerial, but I can't see him yet. And now he appears in view, and I luckily land right next to him. Again, I'm just going to let this play for you. That's just the perfect illustration of how to use all of Maul's abilities in tandem to just absolutely decimate a group of enemies. Now we've got to try and push in this room and make it easier for our team. I know there's a Rey behind me, but I can get a couple of hits on Obi-Wan while he's not turned around, and luckily our teammate managed to get him. Now going straight back to that left hand side as well, because this is the least contested area, at least normally. Luckily Leia was low on health there. Again, using those combinations of abilities. And this is where they usually spawn from, so it's always good to check this side, make sure there's no enemies coming. Now we've got a teammate arming it, which is good. Now the only objective is to protect it. To take out anyone that's close to the objectives. This officer's been a bit pesky. I luckily got him with that spin. Again, I can see on the minimap that a few of them are probably going to spawn here any second. Just going side to side, making sure that there's no one coming in to the objective. There's a few here. Get a couple of lucky swings, a nice choke there. Again, using the abilities in combo. Wookiee didn't see me. Anakin did though. This is where I got a little bit low on health, so in a normal situation I might have died here. But luckily this Wookiee had no idea what he was doing, and I managed to get him. And I think that was the final kill. I think I pushed on the other side just to protect it. And I run headfirst into a Wookiee with overload active, and I get destroyed. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if there's any other heroes and or maps that you would like to see next. I've got quite a few ready to go. I've also got a new series that's coming to the channel very soon, so stay tuned to that as well. And with that, I'll get out of here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.